Hello, my fellow patriots. This is Alex with another Disabled Vet's Perspective. Today I want to talk about a little something I noticed. We got Will down there at Texas. He's from Unite America First. You might recognize him as a sort of a pilot journalist of the InfoWars show. So they use similar logos and things like that. And if you look at the purge that's taken place on the on Facebook of all the hate speech, which translates to truth speech, it's just a matter of time before they expel him. And I hope they don't do it, but it's the writing's on the wall, so to speak. But right now, Facebook is saying that if anybody posts anything from InfoWars without a disclaimer saying that the information is damaging and potentially harmful, you have to have that disclosure on your post, or you will lose your page. So I don't know if everybody would do it, but there's a way to fight the system, and it's a simple way. And that's going to rain on me, I'll bet. Good old Florida. You don't like the weather? Give it a minute. But anyway, there's a way to do this. They say if you post InfoWars, your channel will get banned. Well, look at what old Snoop Dogg is doing with Louis Farrakhan. Personally, I think he's a real piece of shit myself, Louis Farrakhan. But you know what? He's allowed to say whatever the hell he wants. It's called free speech. And even if you don't like it, hate speech is still free speech. So you have the right to say anything you want, but if you don't like it, you just turn it off or you change the channel. That's your freedom. That's the freedom of free will. If you don't like something, don't sit there and deal with it. But I think that all of us need to get on to Facebook. If you're willing to lose your stuff, it may be a long-term thing, maybe a temporary thing, but if you feel like it, get on to Facebook and post you a nice video of Alex Jones, whether you agree with him or not. Hell, whether you agree with Farrakhan or not, which I don't. Post a video of his, because Facebook is saying that they will ban your channel for any of that. So Snoop Dogg is an idiot. I don't particularly care about any part of what he does. I think he's a gang-banging thug that got the right place at the right time to be where he is. But what I do respect from him is what he's doing, telling everybody that follows him, post you a video of Louis Farrakhan. And I'm telling everybody that follows me, post a video of InfoWars. Play the game, fight the system, Go ahead and post it on there. Take the chance of losing your Facebook. How many of us are they going to ban? When does it become a point where you don't have anything left of your base? He's got 2-point-some-odd billion people that are on his page. And you come inside them, I'm made of sugar, I might melt. But anyway, if we all do it, then will that make a change? And the answer is yes. When a mass of people coordinate and retaliate, then it does make a difference. So, get on there, post you a video of Alex Jones or Louis Farrakhan. It doesn't matter. Whether you like them or not, it's freedom of speech. Truth is not hate speech. So you cannot injure another person, or you cannot do something with the intent of injuring another person. And that's why they say, don't yell fire in a crowded theater, because people get trampled. Well, if you yelled fire in a crowded theater, then you have the intent of hurting somebody. And that is not legal. So that would be it's different than a free speech issue. That is more of a law issue. because you are doing something with the intention of hurting another person. And if you are sovereign, then you are subject to two primary laws. One is you cannot injure another person, and you cannot destroy or steal another person's possessions. Other than that, it's statutes and codes and articles. So as a sovereign, you are subject to the primaries. But anyway, what I'm saying is we all need to do this collectively. Everybody do it. And then when Facebook kills all the pages, you're going to wonder what the hell do they have left. And the other thing you got to think about is the White House is monitoring this. And I don't know what their trigger point is. I don't know how many people have to go before that happens. But if we all of a sudden do a massive posting of Alex Jones programs, and all of a sudden there's potentially 150, 200 people blacked out of Facebook, that's a pretty good trigger. That'll get some information. They've got 515 at this point that they're marked for removal. And some of those people, I mean, they're calling it hate speech. They're calling it inciting violence. And the real thing is it's hate truth. So they can't handle the truth. They don't want it out there. They don't want other people waking up. They're losing their base. They're walking away. The Democrats are doing so poorly right now, even their dead voters are walking away. We've got a Night of the Living Dead thing going on right now. They're just getting right up and walking the hell away from the Democrat Party. But that's what I got on that one. I think everybody needs to participate in this. I got a lot of people on my Facebook that I care a lot about, but this is a time to stand up and to make a point. And I'm going to try to contact some of the ones that I associate with the most and get with them about what I'm getting ready to do. And we'll contact each other through email or whatever. But I'm not going to keep putting up with this, and I don't think anybody else should either. Snoop Dogg doesn't believe we should put up with it either. He's on the other side of the spectrum as far as what he considers to be good stuff. He and I don't agree on anything except for the fact that no matter what the speech is, it's protected, with the single exception of a statement intended to hurt physically another person, not mentally. Who cares about the feelings? Your feelings recover. People bounce back pretty quickly. But to try to physically harm somebody by making a statement, fire in a theater, that's a totally different issue. But I brought up Will because he's on Unite America First, and I've already mentioned that. But the reason I brought him up is because he's in Texas at a pro-border rally, and one of the speakers said something that triggered me. Only lightly. But anyway, I listened to what she said, and she says that her governor took an oath of office. And that sentence is, that's one of the best examples of the whole corporate USA system. This United States Incorporated under British rule. When they are being sworn into office, they are taking an oath of office. They are not taking an oath to the Constitution. When you go see your elected officials, your local leaders, I want you to go up to them and I want you to ask them, did you take an oath of office or did you take an oath to the Constitution? And if they say, oh, well, I took an oath to the Constitution, you say, are you sure? And you mention to them, do you have any information about the 1878 transition that was done by the United States or by the colonies that would be putting us under British rule? And if they don't, you need to encourage them to look up that stuff, because what they're doing is they are working for the corporation. They need to be working for you. You are a subject, and I've mentioned this in other videos. You need to make sure that your leaders are working for you under the laws of the Constitution and not under the laws of the corporation. Because the corporation has no laws. It has rules. It has statutes, articles, and, you know, I said the word a minute ago. When you get my age, things are allowed to go poof, and then you just go, okay, yeah, well, I said it earlier. But anyway, I just wanted to say that. People, please stop saying taking an oath to office. If you're out there addressing the public and they are listening to you, specify the difference. They didn't take an oath to an office. They took an oath to the Constitution for the sovereign people that are under the Constitution. Let's get these people on track. But anyway, that's what I got from now. Let's do this. Let's get after Facebook. It's time for them to feel the pain. The Patriots can do this. We can make it sting, and it's so simple, and it will make a change. But that's what I got for now. If you like it, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Subscribe to me if you want to. I'd love to have you as part of my family over here. And hit that little bell. Make sure you get some notifications, and I specify some, because you won't get all of them. They're going to suppress stuff. They've already suppressed 2 of my videos, so I noticed that even when people are saying they're viewing them, my numbers aren't going up. So whatever. It's a game, and until we start playing the game with their rules, it's never going to change. So anyway, we're going to start the fight. So let's stay in the fight.